floriculture is a flourishing business. Even a small farmer can start this in a half-acre land. This could be more profitable than the vegetables, you plant, or, you go with these pulses and other things, This will definitely be profitable than those.
Do you know that last year flowers worth rupees 21,000 crore were actually grown in the country? Of these, flowers worth rupees 576 crore were actually exported. Now, why am I telling you this? Because today, if you're a farmer, you too can grow flowers and earn in lakhs. You can earn 20 to 30 lakhs per annum with 1 hectare of land. But do you know that there are few farmers who are actually practicing floriculture all alone and they are also earning in crores? Yes, that's definitely possible. Hi, I'm Namita. Welcome to Freedom's Farming channel, and today in this video I'm going to tell you how profitable floriculture is. I'll also meet you and introduce to some of the farmers who are actually earning in crores with just doing floriculture. So if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, then make sure that you do subscribe to this wonderful channel and stay tuned till the end of the video and learn how you can cultivate floriculture, how you can get into this farming, and also meet those farmers who are earning in crores. Beauty, purity, love and passion. These are some of the emotions that are evoked when we see flowers. The feelings of love, affection and joy are conveyed effectively with these non-speaking beauties of the nature. For example, a lotus conveys purity, a rose conveys love, fancy thoughts, etc. Flowers have a definite role to play at almost all occasions of human affairs. For instance, if we have a child's birth at home, we'll decorate our home. If there is marriage, we'll decorate the entire rooms with flowers. And even if we are going to temple, then we carry lotus. So there are almost all occasions that we use flowers. And not just this, even when a person dies, even then we all worship and there is the usage of flowers. So this was just one part of the story. Now imagine the other part, which is besides, flowers also have a huge role to play in the lives of farmers. In a sense, floriculture helps to double farmers' income. It helps to generate employment among men, women as well as the youth who are residing in rural as well as semi-urban areas. In our country, our farmers must know how to increase their or double their income. A farmer should never be in need of a loan or even plead for minimum price. Usually we see in the market that whoever is the manufacturer, that is whoever has developed a product, they get to decide the price of the product. But this is not the case with the farmers. Traditionally, what we have seen is if you're a farmer, you might cultivate the same type of crop that your friend or your neighbor is cultivating. Say for an instance, if your friend or if your neighbor is cultivating ragi or even rice or paddy for that matter, then you will also start growing the same type of crop, thinking that you have huge demand in the market. There is never out of box thinking, and this is what we at Freedom are trying to change. We are trying to reach out to farmers and tell them what are different types of crops that if they grow, they can still earn in lakhs and they can still be profitable. Floriculture has immense opportunity for folks who enjoy their heart and also soul in gardening. It generates fruitful outcome in terms of finances as well. Flower plants are one of the most profitable plants and they produce one of the highest returns in India. It has gained traction among the farmers these days as they are preferring cash crops over the traditional crops. Let me tell you, it is one of the good deals for the farmers because they get more profit in cultivating cash crops when compared to the traditional crops. Now, flowers are also a kind of cash crop and they are one of the major source of income for the farmers. Farmers are also getting attracted towards flowers these days due to the less labor requirement and also the cost when compared to the traditional crops. So in this video, let's understand how you can get into floriculture. What are some of the most profitable flowers that can fetch you good amount of returns? There are so many farmers who are actually making their livelihood alone by doing the floriculture and not by any other crop. So with this, you can understand how profitable a floriculture farming can be for you guys as well. Now let me tell you that today in India, currently flowers are cultivated in an area of about 233,000 hectares across the country, due to which about 78 metric tons of flowers are actually produced. Let me also tell you that the major flower growing states in the country include West Bengal, which is one of the highest producing states with 32% production, followed by Karnataka and Maharashtra with 12 and 10% respectively. There are also other states who are into floriculture, which include Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Delhi and Haryana. Now, as a farmer, you need to grow the flower that you want to cultivate successfully. People choose to grow flowers for cultivation, which has great demand in the market around the year. Now, your aim is to earn profit irrespective of the flower that you grow in your field. Well, sometimes you may or may not be interested, or you may not like the certain flowers that you want to grow. But because of the high demand in the market, you choose to grow that flower. Now, that said, let me now tell you what are the top 5 highest yielding flowers. So, the first one are roses. Well, roses are the most grown flowers in the world. But have you ever stopped to wonder if they are actually being cultivated for profit purpose or only for the sentimental value? Let me tell you that roses happen to be one of the most economically important ornamental crop in the world. That's the reason why today more and more farmers are into rose farming. Now let me tell you that the agroclimatic conditions of the country is well suited for rose farming. In addition, there are so many varieties of roses that you can choose to grow and cultivate for the profit. Now let me tell you that the rose flowers actually grow very well in the plains under the ideal condition of fertile loamy soil with salt-free irrigation water. Moving on to the next most popular rose, it is called as Rajnigandha. Yes, you can make a lot of money by cultivating Rajnigandha, which is also called as tuberose flowers. Now these are a lovely white scented flowers that can actually make you thousands of dollars if you cultivate them. Tuberose is a perennial plant that blooms at night. Tuberose flowers may be grown in 1 acre of land and they yield roughly about 1 lakh sticks of tuberose flowers. You can also sell these flowers at a local flower fairs. Now besides the local market, you can also choose to sell these flowers at a wedding venues, at a large temples, at a flower shops and also similar establishments. Moving on to the next most popular flower is called as carnation. Now this is one of the most profitable flowers used for decorative purposes. And the good part here is that when you cultivate this flower, you can also avail financial assistance from NABARD scheme. You can grow this flower in a raised bed of soil. Now, very interesting fact about this type of flower is that carnation crops can grow in every climate. Carnation cultivation can be success in any kind of soil, but you need to remember that the soil is very well drained. Moving on to the next popular flower that you can choose to grow and that will fetch a good amount of money is called as lily. Yes, the demand for ornamental flowers, as I told you earlier, is increasing continuously across the world, including in India. Ornamental flowers have actually opened new doors for the farmers. They are not only very attractive to look at, but the farmers are also making good amount of money out of this. One such flower in the ornamental flower is also lily, which is an exotic ornamental flower and it comes in many colors. You can cultivate this flower throughout the year in the poly house. Let me tell you that initially, as in how you get into this farming, the yield you get will be very low, but gradually it will increase year by year. For an instance, let's say the first year of your farming, you can expect about 100 kgs in 1 acre of land. But as in how you get into this farming, and let's say after 3 or 4 years, you can actually expect about 200 to 300 kgs per acre. Now that I'm talking about the list of most popular flowers that you can cultivate, I should never miss this, which is sunflowers. Yes, sunflower is one of the most commercially popular cut flower in India. Apart from these several other advantages, the flower has good market potential in the domestic flower markets. Now, sunflowers, as we all know, is used for multiple purposes. The crop requires a very good and cool environment and the climate during the germination and also the seedling growth. Let me also tell you that the seedling tolerate about frost moderately well until when they reach the 4th or the 6th leaf stage of development. In addition to this, it requires warm weather from seedling stage to up to the flowering stage. Also, the plant actually demands warm and sunny days during the flowering to maturity. So I hope so far you have understood how profitable floriculture can be for you as a farmer. If you're growing any other crop, you can still choose to get into floriculture farming. Now, floriculture is one of the most profitable farming in India that you can start with. Like I said, I'll introduce you to some of the farmers who are actually making in crores of rupees only by doing floriculture farming alone. So let's hear it out from some of the experts in this field.
Floriculture is a flourishing business, and what I meant was it is not just a small-scale industry. It can grow to a very big level. Even a small farmer can start this in a half-acre land. Well, you can say I don't have borewell, I don't have well, I just have half an acre of land. Can do this peri-urban horticulture. It is definitely possible. You can do it just 50 kilometers away from the city limits. For example, if you grow a flower in half an acre land, you can definitely sell it in the city. If your business picks up, you can continue that, right? Even a small farmer, who is just coming up, even they can also pack the flowers right in their place and market it in the city, and they can definitely earn a handsome profit. For a hectare of greenhouse you need about 80 to 90 lakhs. You can do it in a very big way or in a medium way or in a small way too. If you want to do it in a small way, your investment would not be much, but if you want to do it at the greenhouse level, then you need to really invest good amount of money, and you need to be prepared to do this. And nowadays, government is helping out a lot to construct greenhouses. You will get 50% subsidy from the government. It is available for all the states. Both the state and central governments are doing this for the farmers. If you don't want to do it in a greenhouse, but do it everything under the shade, the government gives you subsidies for all these things also. And for drips also you get 50% subsidy. And moreover, government is providing 50% subsidy to even planting materials. Not only government, but also the national horticultural schemes also have this provision. So you have all these facilities also in the Department of Horticulture. The only thing is you have to approach them, and they only decide how much subsidy can be given to a particular state in a year, and they also provide the facilities accordingly. Nobody can really accurately predict what will be your profit. Generally, when you look at the market, you will have lot of oscillation in demand and price. A flower you sell for rupees 25 today could go down to rupees 5 the next day. Market is such. Let us take Gerbera. Some are selling it for 5 and 2 rupees, and some are selling the same thing for 20 rupees. And during the marriage season, the demand for this flower is very high. Then you can hike up the price. If not, it'll be very low. You must be very keen and attentive. And when you consider all these factors, you see, I can tell you only one thing. This could be more profitable than the vegetables, you plant, or, you go with these pulses and other things, This will definitely be profitable than those.
So like I said, our main motto at Freedom is to only reach out to the farmers and tell them what are the different crops that they can grow and make huge profit. Because these days, only farmers can help themselves. So if you're someone who's interested in floriculture and learn the tricks to earn in lakhs of money and even crores of money, then you should download Freedom app, there wherein these experts will teach you from scratch how you can get into floriculture and how you can make huge profit. So this is it for today. I'm Namita Pandey signing off for today, and we'll be waiting for you guys in the next video. Now, before I go on, do not forget to hit on the like button, subscribe to our channel, and do not forget to hit on the bell icon to get notified for our next video. Thank you for watching Freedom. Get wise, break free.